Hey, guess what? Another day, another draft. Let's go. What do I feel like playing today? I think we played Lionel twice, right? We played Vanor twice. I think we played Magmar twice as well. So that puts us on Songhai. Oh, I like this. They made the UI a bit smaller. That's nice. Okay, so we have Dreamgazer, Rejuvenated, Keshrai Fanblade. That's one great card and two pretty naff ones. So this being 4 toughness is quite nice. Circle and Spiral. This seems like a recipe for a reasonable control deck. Oh, we got Rustcrawler, Hamon, and Scarlet. And these all seem kind of unexciting. I think having a heal and like Dreamgaze is kind of alright. It's kind of nice, but I think this is probably the better pack. Partly because it's smaller, and partly because I think having like this kind of long game plan baked in is quite nice. The Spiral in particular is a very potent card to have access to. 8 gates, Sarlacc, Sword of Mechazor. Gonna go with probably not. Tuskbore, Murkblood Devourer, Emerald Rejuvenator. That's very hard to beat. What's this? Some garbage. Yeah, let's snap off these 3 fantastic creatures. Gorehorn, Archon. Gorehorn's a bit weak, and Archon is probably worse for us than for our opponent. Mask of Shadows. This is going increasingly buffed. I don't hate like +1/+0 on generals by itself. I think just being able to kill 2/3s is kind of worth it. Swamp Entangler is not worth it. Kaido is okay, but not worth the downsides. Here we've got Tuskbore, Killing Edge, Mogwai. This seems like the way to go. Mogwai is kind of alright, but it does play well with the Killing Edge. And then double Tuskbore is pretty strong. Prophet of the White Palm, number 2/2. Heaven's Eclipse, kind of spicy. Dragonborn Golem is weak. Heartseeker, pretty good with Killing Edge, double Murkblood, and then Scarlet Viper, which is not a card that I particularly rate, although it is a 3/5 now, actually. That's pretty strong. And then Ghost Lightning, Flameblood, Ranged Unit. Okay, these are all bad, and they'll probably get cut. I think the Heartseeker pack has the highest upside and seems to dovetail into what we have. Like picking random ranged units and buffing them is probably worth it. Tale as old as time, you know. Blood Rage Mask, Skyrock Golem, Killing Edge, almost certainly not. Another Heartseeker, Young Flamewing, Twin Fang, Breath of the Unborn. I mean, it's like not terrible AoE. Ooh, I'm very sorry, I keep yawning. I have been completely fine today, and I've sat down to start to do a video, and immediately my eyes are watering and I'm yawning. I don't know if does OBS put me to sleep now? What's going on? To be honest, it's because I've just had quite a busy weekend. I was out cycling this morning, and now sitting down, starting to relax, and now I have to try and do stuff, and my body's like, no, doing stuff. What is that? But I tell you what we are is let's just pick this ranged unit, flying unit kind of thing, and we'll see about landing some buffs on units. Juxtaposition, Widowmaker, Ash Mephit. Mephit's a liability, but the other 2 cards are fantastic. Fountain of Youth, another Heartseeker, Sunstone. I'm going to go with no on that one. More Shroud Illusionist. I was like, I mean, this is all kind of bad. This is all pretty weak as well, so let's just take this. We can deal with having an Ash Mephit in the deck for having Jux and Widowmaker, which are both very good. 2 Jux and an Onyx Bear Seal. Flameblood, Tuskbore, Killing Edge, Jux, Twin Strike. Damn, okay. Now this is more like it. Triple Tuskbore. Interesting for just going face. We do have the Spiral, so if we're setting up for trying to kill our opponent quickly, hitting them in the face with triple Tuskbore, Flameblood, finishing with the Spiral, that is a workable strategy. And we've also got Jux, which can give bursts of damage, Killing Edge, bursts of damage, some ranged units. We've got a pretty decent recipe for an aggressive deck here. Double Jux Onyx Bear Seal puts us to 3 juxtapositions total, which is quite spicy, but I don't know. I mean, we started out with this heavily controlling pick, and we do have a Rejuvenator. So we've got some tools to drag the game out. We've got ranged units. I mean, Tuskboar is pretty good at just trading. Mercblade is good value. How does this work with Mercblade Devourer? Do you get three falls? Because that's kind of good. Oh, they go near it now. Okay, that's a bit better than it used to be. And then Jux Twin Strike for the second Jux, plus a decent removal spell that can help ping off ranged units. I kind of like this mega aggro approach. But I think passing up second juxtaposition is probably a bit silly. Yeah, you know what? Let's take the middle of the road pick. Ancestral Divination Planeswalker. Mistwalking Celestial Phantom. Golem Metallurgist Eggmorph. I quite like the Eggmorph, actually. And the Metallurgist is a 2-drop, which we need. Another Mask, Mana Forger, third Mercblade is pretty spicy. Black Locust, second Ashmefet, Kaido, 4 Winds. Okay, so we can ignore this middle pack. Kaido 4 Winds, pretty awesome. We have a Killing Edge. We have double Jux. We have a decent number of spells for 4 Winds. On the flip side, we have a decent number of spells for Blood Rage Mask. Mana Forge is pretty good. Third Mercblade is pretty good. I actually like this more, to be honest. It's a bit less mana efficient, though. But I really like 4 Winds Magus. Especially with Juxtaposition, because like it's 4 extra damage that way. Let's go with this. 8 Gates Phantom, Mobius Pado Storm Cage, Kage, whatever. BRM Ghost Links. I'll just take this. We've got another burn card here. Ghost Links. We need a bunch of spells now, but the curve's looking alright. Flameblood Warlock Tuskboar Pandora. That's pretty awesome, actually. Saberspine Seal, Rasha's Cursed Widowmaker, that's also great. And then Dreamgazer Tuskboar, also great. Man, these packs are fantastic. Excuse me 1 second, wife. Man, what a set. What a set. These packs keep alternating between like, these 3 are all crap, and these 3 are all incredible. Dreamgazer is pretty good with Mercblade. And in aggro decks. But that's the only reason to pick it with this Mercblade. Third Tuskboar obviously is good. I was saying I kind of wished I'd taken the Flameblood Tuskboar pack. Because now we've got the Blood Rage, we've got a 4 Winds Magus, all the Tuskboars, Killing Edge, Spiral. We just have tons of burn. And the fact that it comes with a Pandora, which is kind of a good get out of jail free card, is really nice. On the flip side, this pack also represents a lot of burst, like Saberspine is +3, Widowmaker is a ranged unit, Rasha's Curse gives us 2 damage as well, and like a thing where you can put buffs on. You know, you can do Rasha's Curse into Saberspine Seal for 5 damage out of hand. Rasha's Curse Killing Edge is 6. Rasha's Curse with a Mercblade is 3, you know, instead of 2, and so on. So there is some pretty good utility here, in addition to the artifact removal. But we're not like starving for artifact removal because we have a bunch of ranged units and Blood Rage Mask and 4 Winds, but it's kind of nice to have. So I think this is unexciting enough. Like it's good, but unexciting enough that I want to take one of the other 2. I'm really attracted to this idea of having like a Bail Me Out 7-drop in the deck. But I also really like the utility that these spells provide, especially as it is also 2 cheap spells, and we have a Blood Rage and a 4 Winds. Saberspine Seal also combos kind of well with Mogwai, because you can play it on your general, get to 5 attack, and then Mogwai's a 5/5. Pretty good. Actually, that's persuasive. I'm going to do that. Another Blood Rage from a Shroud, a Killing Edge, pretty good. Second Golem Metal Lord is Dioltas, Ghost Lightning Mobius. We don't have a lot of AoE, but Ghost Lightning is not the best AoE in the world. We don't really... I don't think we can warrant a second BRM. There's a massive storm going on outside right now. I don't think we can warrant a second BRM. Shroud is nice to have. We do have an Egg-Morph for dealing with Dispel demanding threats. I don't know if that thunder's coming through on the mic, but that is fearsome. I wouldn't mind a second Killing Edge, but we're not starved for it. I think I'm going to take this, like a solid 2-drop. We're now looking at enough 2-drops. Like Tuskball is kind of awkward as a 2-drop, so having a few others alongside is good. And then Dioltas, if it connects face, that's great. It is pretty good with Jux, and then it gives us a bit more defensive utility. I kind of like how much healing we have in this aggro deck, because we're going to be able to outlast, we're going to be able to like trade face repeatedly and outlast our opponent a little bit if they try and brace us. Deathstrike Seal, Rust Crawler, Lantern Fox, Ancestral, Killing Edge, Eclipse, 8 Gates, Lawmaster. Oh my god. Okay, so we passed the Ghost Lightning, so the 8 Gates looks worse. We don't have any burn spells actually right now, except for Twin Strike, which is expensive, and Spiral, which is too expensive. The Lawmaster is kind of good though. Like Lawmaster, Jux, Lawmaster, Saberspine, Lawmaster, Saberspine, especially with Four Winds or Blood Rage in play, pretty good. Over here, I think Divination is fine. It's going to draw 1, maybe 2 cards, which is not terrible for 1 mana. Second Killing Edge is pretty good. We have the Tusk Balls, the Rasha's Curse, the Kaido Assassin. This is my only backstab unit. And Killing Edge is obviously a lot more exciting on backstab units. But we've got two Widowmakers and 2 Heartseekers. I should be prioritizing this higher. And then Heaven's Eclipse is pretty good with the Juxes and the Saberspines for finding lethal. Deathstrike Seal also very good with ranged units. Rustcrawler, a nice 2-drop, a powerful unit in general. And then Lantern Fox, obviously not quite so good in 2-draw, but still a very strong card. But I think this fits the game plan better, right? We've got the... We do want the Killing Edges for our ranged units. And the Eclipse is kind of a nice way to slam the door. Wings of Mechazor OBS. It's not bad actually. Chakra Avatar Hamon, that's probably better. Kashrai Fanblade White Widow, that seems less good. I think White Widow is pretty decent, but I definitely want more Mopey 4-drops. Actually, yeah, I have 3 kind of Mopey 4-drops. 4 kind of Mopey 4-drops. Yeah, I don't want more Mopey 4-drops. Let's take this. Phoenix Fire, Jade Monk, that's appealing. Saberspine Seal, Rejuvenator, also very appealing. Third Killing Edge, Venomtoth, Draugr Lord. Okay, well, we certainly don't want that. Is the first Phoenix Fire better than the second Saberspine Seal? Probably. Jade Monk is obviously worse than Emerald Rejuvenator as cards go, but actually we have enough cheap spells that we're probably going to get some decent value out of this. Let's take this. Another Phoenix Fire is Sevrel, Heaven's Eclipse. I mean, that's a game plan, isn't it? Chaos Elemental, Chassis, Lux Ignis, BRM, Gloom Chaser, so yeah. Mana Vortex, oh baby. And then some garbage card. What else we got? 8 Gates. Now we have 2 Phoenix Fires, the 8 Gates looks better. We still don't have a Ghost Lightning. But we do have the Twin Strike. Technically the Spiral. But I think mostly this isn't an 8 Gates deck. Especially as our Heaven's Eclipses are not particularly guaranteed to draw or burn. Kaido we do want, because we have 2 Killing Edges, and it's just a decent 2-drop. I don't mind sort of having a lot of 2-drops in this deck, because we have some card draw. So emptying the hand is going to be beneficial to us. And the Ashref, it's naff. Playing our Scout is kind of bad. Consuming Rebirth is very bad for our deck, I think. We have almost nothing that it goes well with. I guess it's kind of cool with Tuskpaw. But not really. Oh wait, no it's not. It's rubbish with Tuskpaw. Because it goes away at the start of your turn. That's garbage. Buffing Widowmakers with it and stuff is fine, but again, not especially useful. Windrun is good, but not good enough, you know. Have they redone the attack animation for this card? I swear I never used to do that, like, Guile somersault kick thing. Maybe I just never paid any attention. Oh, here, it does not tell you which bucket you're on. This is 17 out of 17. This is our last bucket. Screw it, I'm taking Mana Vortex. We'll figure out the rest later. Right, okay. Is there anything in here that's really underwhelming? Probably this pack. I don't really want 2 Heartseekers in my deck, and the Flame Wing is forgettable. Honestly, this, like, Widowmaker without Inner Focus is way less strong. The Ashmare fits naff. I kind of like this Egg-Morph for keeping us going. Kind of like Blood Rage. This is good, I think. Yeah, sure. All these packs are kind of good. Let's cut this. I could honestly cut this, but I think I want a Heartseeker. I think the card is useful. We could honestly cut our initial. No, I think the Spiral is too useful for this kind of deck. We are just going to be pressuring, and then, like, our curve is so low, having something that we can hold on to end the game is good, even if this Circle of Life doesn't really fit. We ended up with 2 Devourers, yeah, so we're not in a rush to cut them. I want this Killing Edge and this Tuskbore. I mean, I guess we could cut this pile. Or this pile. Go on to 1 Widowmaker. It makes the Killing Edges worse. But not that much worse, right? We've still got a Sevrel, another Widowmaker, Heartseeker, Chakri Avatar, Kaido Assassin. Random rush units. Scarlet. Oh, we got a Scarlet Viper as well. At least at the moment. The flip side is, with 2 things that trigger off spells, and a 3 things that trigger off spells, Juxtaposition gets so high value. Especially with our backstab units. Well, let's come back to this. I think we want this. I guess we could cut this Egg-Morph. But I think we'll struggle to kill things. Maybe I shouldn't have taken this Mana Vortex Chrysalis Burst. I don't think Chrysalis Burst does too much. I guess we have some units that's pretty good with. Four Winds is really good with. Hamon. Viper. Dioltas is pretty good with. Blood is kind of nice because it makes the eggs 1/2s. I don't remember how Rebirth works anymore. Is it at the end of your turn that things come back? So it doesn't work with Tuskbore, unfortunately. Oh, maybe it's not that good. But Mana Vortex is really strong. And I do think we want that. Maybe enough to accept this Chrysalis Burst. How are these cards all so good? Like, it's so hard to go, oh man, I can go without this pile. Because every pile has like a thing in that I want in the engine. Which is sometimes the case with these decks. I can just play a larger deck. It's not a huge issue, I think. Especially as a lot of our cards are reasonably... There's some overlap. Like, there's some consistency there. But I think, to be honest, I probably could cut this pile. I can go down to 1 Widowmaker, 1 Juxtaposition. Because they do tend to clog up the hand if they don't do anything. And cutting this Ashmare is pretty beneficial. So we get rid of that. How many 2-drops do I have without this Metallurgist? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus the Tuskbores. Okay, I don't think I can cut that. This pile really sticks out, but I think 2 good Killing Edge targets. The Murkblood's good with all the ranged units and Tuskbores and stuff. This, I think I want the Spiral too much. I think it's just really good to be able to top deck a Spiral technique and whoops, you're dead. I think I can leave it at this, to be honest. Let's go with this. There is an argument for having like a high spell count in the deck because of the double Heavens Eclipse. Like they will pull spells out of the deck, so having a decent number of them in there is worthwhile. And then you need to maintain a decent proportion of spells and units. We'll see. Alright. Immediately starting off with the mirror. This could be scary. But we have good healing. We have a couple of good healing cards. This opening hand slaps. Question is, dare I keep this Widowmaker? Because it's very easy for them to punish. I don't need this, so we're doing turn 1 Murkblood, I think, regardless. So I could cut this looking for something more interactive. To beat their Widowmakers, for instance. Jux is kind of alright. We could honestly turn 1 Murkblood and just Jux their 2-drop if it's something we can kill. Like if they play a Chakri Avatar or something. Okay. Oh my god. The immediate Mask of Shadows. That is intimidating. Oh wait, it's going to get pinged though, which is funny. I think Heaven's Eclipse can come later. That is very much a card for not yet. I don't want my opponent to be able to attack this for free, so I could take the safe line here. That's fine. Oh, they've got a ton. They've got a Breath of the Unborn, a Vindicator, and a Polarity. That's very scary, actually. Those cards do a lot of things. Okay, not taking the mana tile from me. That's kind of good because we have multiple units in hand. Actually, this looks really nice. If they don't kill this Murkblood here, nope, they've got some spell. Inner focus. Oh, I mean that's a 2 for 1. I'll take that. That's not too bad, to be honest. We've drawn Heaven's Eclipse again. My own Blood Rage Mask. That looks... Oh, the mana's awkward. I can't play both of these, Jux them, and then Blood Rage. And use the Blood Rage ping to get rid of this. So what I think I want to do is, like... play this somewhere... safe. Here is fine, I think. Chakri Avatar the mana tile and then swap them. Or I could keep it patient, back off, BRM, play the Ghostlings, draw a card. Maybe that's better. Like I can just put this here. They can kill it, but it's not really a big deal, right? I lose a lot of... No, I actually like the patient play. I think I'm going to do this. It feels really weak, but this is kind of good setup. Widowmaker, Heartseeker, reasonably exciting. They have access to either tile, obviously, which is upsetting. But they would have had that anyway, regardless of whether I take this one. They probably will take the top one, but at least that then lets me move down here and sort of start doing stuff. Oh, okay. Someone just wants to run at me. I kind of respect that. Another Tuskball. I mean, I also have a bunch of Tuskballs, so I can't really resent them for this. Phoenix Fire me, okay. My opponent is playing 2-draw. Let's put it that way. I should probably kill this, right? Or do I just let it ping off the Mask of Shadows? If I can find some healing, we can undo a lot of their hard work, which is pretty good. Also, if I can play spells, that helps. What I want to do is put the... How do I do this sensibly? How do I do this sensibly? I'm trying to line up all my stuff so I can like make use of a mana tile, play a spell, attack this in the face. I got this juxtaposition, which is pretty good, you know, but what I can do is Jux Saberspine to kill the artifact and hit them and keep this alive, and then attack this trading a bit of damage. And I think the way I want to do it is I do something like this. So if I've done the maths right, the artifact breaks, this attacks them in the face, they take 4. I kill the Tusk Boar. So I'm low on life compared to them, but I have a bunch of... Should I even have played this? Yeah, if they run over there and hit it, that's fine, actually. The breath is kind of... Oh, they can attack this Chakri Avatar. If they have the breath here, that's pretty gross, but at least it takes their entire turn. Oh, here's some heavy hitters, that's good. I am starting to run low on resources, though. If they do have the breath here, it's pretty punishing. Okay, they don't have it. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I need to back some of that removal I replaced, because I'm in trouble. Which of these cards do enough? Second Jux would be really nice here, like run away, swap this. Now they need to come up with a Jux to make the Kaido useful. Actually with the Mana Tile I can 4 Winds and Widowmaker, which is kind of good, so let's replace the Hamon. Oh, perfect. Would you look at that? Bang, get wrecked. That's really good, actually. That's such a good draw. Even if I don't do anything else this turn, which I'm not. Now that gives me a substantial life lead. Buffs the Chakri so it can trade in, so now they have to find something else to do to kill it. And they're pretty close to spiral range here. Tuskboar Killing Edge, that's 7 damage. So if the Chakri gets 1 hit in, they die. Man, that circle. What a carry. Oh boy, here we go. Twin Strike. They still have to attack it. We'll come up with another spell. They have another spell. My opponent is hemorrhaging resources right now, although I guess they'll draw 3 in the end step, so it doesn't matter. Equips Mask of Shadows. Oh, they have backstabs, so they don't get so I don't get to counterattack. So they're not dead. Man, I really wish I had an Inner Focus in this deck. So we have 7 damage. Yeah, we don't have lethal. I think I should kill this. But I also think I'm gonna die. Polarity, Vindicator, Breath of the Unborn, all pretty scary. I can run away and just play Hamon in between us. That could work. Or even 4 Winds Killing Edge. It's an 8/6. Oh, but they can just attack it with the backstab and it dies. Backstab 3, good lord. That is a lot of damage. That's pretty good, huh? So I kind of have to just let them kill this Hamon. Or feed some other unit into it. I think actually maybe the best plan is still to do this. I think I'm going to die, but what I can do is just hit them for a ton of damage. And then if they don't kill me, they lose. Or actually not that. They could kill this. My opponent's shown a lot of burn already. They've played a couple Phoenix Fires already. 2 Mask of Shadows, all this stuff. Ah, they've got something. Pulse the Beast. So that's 6 damage to me. They've got 4 mana left. Another Mask of Shadows. I got a 2. Tuskboar. 3rd Tuskboar. Jesus. Whoop. They're doing the same thing we did, but better. I could have picked a Mask of Shadows, but I don't know. I don't think it would have helped there, for sure. But those masks did do... Well, they were... The 6 damage followed by 10 damage was why they won, right? That's how they killed me. I guess it's a play thing. Like, if I can keep my back against the wall... Like, obviously they were body blocking me from doing that at the end there. But in the matchup... It probably is one of those things where, like, if you are worried about it, you can keep your back against the wall and then half their cards don't do anything. But at the same time, it's a bit difficult to make that decision when if you haven't seen them actually play the card, especially if they've already got... That's a different player, right? Yeah. Especially if they've already shown you one of them. Like, the odds of someone actually having 3 Masks of Shadows in the deck, pretty low. People don't usually do that, I would assume. So, do I keep this? It is pretty good in the mirror, but it's more of a later card. Okay, this looks strong. I will just play this because there are... Is that right? Maybe I want the extra card. No, this is fine. I'll just play this because we can draw juxtapositions and things. Rash's Curse, that's pretty good. That would have helped us at the end of the last game. Mana Burn, Syzygy. Syzygy is very scary. Mana Burn is Dispel everyone... Oh, God, more Tusk Balls. I mean, there's a bunch of these in my deck as well, but we aren't getting Tusk Balled on turn 1 here. I have to kill this, don't I? That sucks. Oh, they've got a body block as well? Oh my god. What is this game? I can deny this mana tile with Rash's Curse. Mana Vortex. So that will allow me to play a Mogwai as well with the Mana Vortex. And then we get to cycle a bunch of cards. So this is better than nothing, right? It at least gets us the middle of the board with a unit in play. Maybe I should keep the Rash's Curse actually and use the Phoenix Fire instead. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. This sucks, but like, on the flip side, they're not getting their Tusk Balls back. We are on 19. Really low. Oh, the circle. Yeah, we've drawn a bunch of healing. This will help. But they got a lot of card advantage there, I think, right? Because they got the 2-for-1 on this Tusk Ball, as well as the tempo advantage. Gross. I mean, 2-for-1s don't really matter in 2-draw, right? We should have ended up really ahead on cards in that last match, but it didn't matter. There's the Mana Burn. Okay. So I can just punch this, it's fine. Oh, they dispelled the Mana Tile as well, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, we'll just punch this and play Rejuvenator, I think. This can go here. The question is now, do I hold on to this in case my opponent is doing the same thing the last person was doing and playing 3 Masks of Shadows? And if I do, is that even effective? I can swap this out. My opponent's pretty close to me, so the Jux isn't going to be super valuable in the next couple turns. This looks pretty decent. More healing, taunt, some removal. This is good news for us. Get that Phoenix Fire out of your hand. And they aren't moving, which is excellent for us. This is scary. Can I kill it? No. Not without giving them 2 Phoenix Fires. That's very bad. Do I ignore it for a turn? I could circle life it, to be fair. But that's my entire turn. I don't have a lot of other options. We cut this. Jux. Actually, Jux does look a little useful here. Because what we can do is this when it deals damage or takes damage? Excellent. 0-5 Mogwai has a use. We're going to do this. Let's force them to have something to deal with that. I'm going to stay here, I think. I don't want to get backstabbed. They can move towards the Lantern Fox. That's kind of okay. Killing Edge is pretty good with the 0-10. Or 0... When did it get nerfed? Did it get nerfed in Duelist 1 or 2? I actually have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's a 0-10 in Duelist 2. I'm hoping to draw Egg-Morph to deal with this cleanly. Because my opponent's hand is pretty spacious. They'll get full value out of it. Don't really care about this, although we are not known for our AoE in this deck. Is that a juxtaposition in place? Why would you do that? That's clearly not what that is. They're just trying to Syzygy? Maybe they have. I think they have Syzygy in hand and they're trying to use it, but they can't because they haven't got enough units in play yet. I'm pretty sure that was a Syzygy. We can kill this with whatever removal. We need to keep their creature count down so they don't Syzygy us out. That's the main thing. Okay, I mean that's fine. Right, so they've got a creature for Syzygy now. I can play this Widowmaker, kill something. I can buff the Tombstone potentially as an option. Circle this, get it down. This has got to die, right? I'm pretty scared of Syzygy. On the flip side, a Widowmaker over here is relatively safe, but they can put Blast on this, right? So they play a unit, play Syzygy on it, on this, and it trades with the Widowmaker, which is kind of awkward. Does this trigger when it counterattacks? I actually have no idea. Probably not, right? Okay. I don't want to cut any of these cards. I need them. Like, I could play double removal here, but I don't have easy removal for the Lantern Fox. It's nearby your general, so I can push up, try and get the 0-10 in my opponent's face a little bit. I think I will play this Widowmaker. Maybe I can... No, I can't avoid that. Let's put it over here. I need to replace something. Maybe I don't, to be fair. I just do this, keep all these other cards. Attack here. Get a provoke unit. Do I attack my opponent here? I actually don't think so. I think I need to play this really safe. Because they have a Lantern Fox and a Syzygy. Yeah, this is the Syzygy, right? So they've got a... They're going to buff this to be +2 attack. Oh, can they -2/0 this? Is that how it works? I can't remember. No, I think you need 3 friendly units, don't you? One gets toughness, one gets attack, and one gets blast. Oh my god, another Lantern Fox. We are in such trouble. Yeah, okay, it is 3 of your own units. So these will at least trade, right? So that kind of works out. Right, they've still got 3 cards in hand. They're going to get so much value. Are they dead? Let's check that first. This is 7 burst, 8 and 9, 10, 11. We're not far off. We're really not far off. Is this going to do anything? Do I just play... Are we just on this plan? Don't hate it. Or do we Circle of Life this? Wait a turn. Tuskbore. There's enough mana for everything. This is 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. With 1 off lethal. Okay, I think what I do is I play this. Pop around the corner here. Attack. We are going to circle this Lantern Fox. And I'm going to try and position such that this can't attack the Tombstone. So they'll have to spend a Phoenix Fire on it. We have the Rasha's Curse to give a killing edge target. So next turn we have 9 burst plus the general attack. So they'll trade here. They have 2 Phoenix Fires. They'll maybe use 1 on this. And then we kill them. I hope. Unless they play a provoke unit of their own. But hopefully we can position around it with Rasha's. So we should have this. We can also rip a spiral if anything else weird happens. Like the spiral is in the deck somewhere. We got a few chances to draw it every turn. He's not healing. It's so sad being one-off lethal and then they heal. You're like, oh, well. Mist walking. That's spicy. That is an interesting line of play. Fortunately for us. Did the job, didn't it? Give him the tip, because that was kind of rude. I have 5 gold. I hope it helps. Alright, 1-1. We lost to the better version of our own deck and then beat the, I guess, slightly worse version of our own deck. One with nothing. I respect this. Fellow Magic Oddity enjoyer here. Is it better to play Ghostlinks or Metallurgist on turn 1? It's actually a really interesting question. Against Vitruvian, I think I want to put as much power into play as possible. So we'll take the Metallurgist. Because we need ways of dealing with obelisks. I don't hate this as a way of helping me attack an obelisk. Maybe I should replace this though. But I like it as a way of just like filling up board spaces. Because again, we need to get out on the board quickly so that we can efficiently trade with stuff. Oh, that's cute. Ancestral plus Ghostlinks. Twin Strike's alright here. Will help kill Obelisk plus other thing. If they do. There's the Obelisk, but it's in the middle of the board. We've got another unit. Oh yeah, please play a random 1-drop. Yes, they give me a target for Twin Strike. That's pretty brutal for them. Not gonna lie. Kill. That. Don't need this because our hand's gonna be full. Ooh. Oh my god. We can get a free Jade Monk next turn. Look at all this removal. This is excellent. Yeah, I'm killing that. Oh god. Right. How does this work? We want to... I need to kill this. I can play lots of cards here. Question is mainly which ones. So I can play... I can move this onto the tile, right? And then I can play... I can play Ghostlinks, juxtaposition it. Do I replace and try and hit Blood Rage Mask? Because I would love to hit Blood Rage Mask right now. I don't technically need to jux this into position to kill it with the Metallurgist, right? To kill it in general. But I would like to preserve the Phoenix Fire if I can. So I think I am going to try and do that. So let's do... So it would be... This goes here. Swapperoo. We're going to... Saber Spine. Attack. Attack. Play this. I don't actually have to do anything else. I'm just going to do this. We're going to draw 4 cards. 3 cards? 3 cards. Like, yes, they still have a Wildfire rank, but they have no good attacks. They can move back and kill this, right? That's the best they get. And we're up on cards, which is pretty good. If we draw Blood Rage Mask or Rash's Curse, we have an easy answer to this. We've got a Tuskboar in hand as well. So we should be able to just kill it with attacking. And the boar. Yeah, this is good. They have to make really awkward decisions about it. Okay, so our Jade Monk's gonna get... I don't even know what. Got a Blood Tear or something. No? No, they have nothing. They're just making sure that it dies when it trades into them, which is pretty sensible. Okay, so we have the cute combo of Merkblood Tuskboar here. Let's replace this in favor of nice bit of healing. Yeah, I think we're just going to do that and then ram everything into my opponent's face. This is so rude. Like killing this and then it lives. And they have to attack it. I'm going to try and spread out. I'm happy to send this in, that is fine. Do I try and preserve some? No, screw it. Just damage. We'll just go damage. Damage is good, we like damage. I'm going to try and hem my opponent in a bit. There is a concern here that they kill this with something and then they can move down and access the monotile. Maybe I should have played around that, but I think this is fine. Now you job. Blood Rage Mask. Okay, that's good for us, because they're not killing it with something more efficient, and it costs them a card. Decay. Oh, I forgot they changed Entropic Decay. That's also good news for us, because they're spending 3 mana on a card doing that. Once on 16, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage, right? And then a Spiral. Pretty good. I probably should kill this Monoforger, because they can have like Time Maelstrom and stuff in a turn or two. But I can weave in this this Rejuvenator. No, I can't. I can equip the BRM, but that's it. I can just Mana Vortex Spiral them actually. It's not really worth it though, is it? The Spiral is better for the surprise factor. This does feel inefficient no matter what. Oh no, I can do everything. I just need this monotile. Yeah. Attack here. Equip the Blood Rage. Mana Vortex. Phoenix Fire you. Send this in as well. Keep the Spiral, obviously, because it should kill them next turn. In fact, it is now exactly lethal. Cool, so they need to heal or deal with the board, and then also be out of Spiral range. So it's pretty difficult for them. And we're on 25, so I assume we're not dead. I did make that assumption against Vitruvian once, and then they Time Maelstromed when none of their units could quite reach me, and on the second turn they hit me for like 21 down to 2, and then I killed them. That was in the previous video. Or previous draft. It was split across 2 videos, so I don't remember which one it was actually in. Yep, fair play. Got that level 7. Love it. Cool. On to the final. This video's going quite a lot quicker than the last one, isn't it? The fact that the queues are no longer taking forever is quite nice as well. I mean, turn 1 this is fine. I don't know if keeping this is a good idea. Obviously, it has high upside, but so does sticking Widowmaker in the first place. And if they kill it, I want to be left with more than just nothing, so... Excuse me once again for a second. Hay Fever sucks. Horn of the Forsaken. Mobius. I will kill that for free. Right, which of these am I shipping? It's actually kind of tempting to keep this Eclipse, because I can slam it next turn and find some interaction, but I think that's a bad idea, all told. So I can't play this here to contest this. I could go up here, but this will trade with it. So I think we're just going to do the cowardly line of play this at the back, kill this, because why not? It is a fact of 2-draw that these kind of short-termist greedy plays are, you know, a lot better than they kind of otherwise would be. What have they got? Lionheart, Blessing, and Phalanxar. Sarlacc. Sarlacc's annoying, but probably not a huge issue. I'm going to leave him where he is in case he does something nasty to my Widowmaker. Do I let them have a Wraithling here? It doesn't mean they can kill this on board. Let's replace something. This is pretty bad here against Sarlacc. This is pretty okay. Honestly, they're going to get Wraithlings anyway. They can attack, right? Let's get value out of my heal. That's a pretty bad spawn for me. I don't super mind if they spend energy killing this, right? That's a good draw, because we have this cheap interaction in hand. We could, I mean, they're going to use the Mana Tiles, I imagine, but we could end up doing something with Chakri, Spell, Jade Monk at some point. If we draw like Mana Vortex, that becomes quite feasible, I think. Yeah, that's 4 mana, right? Chakri, Mana Vortex, Phoenix Fire, Saberspine Seal, Jade Monk is 4 mana. Pretty good. They're using the Sarlacc to get closer to the Widowmaker instead of attack this, though, which is kind of good. Good news for us. I mean, if the Widowmaker dies, that's bad news for us. But it already took off an artifact charge and drew a card. If they spend effort killing it, it kind of did its job, right? Healing Mystic. That's fine. On the Mana Tile. Okay, they are going to kill this, it looks like. That gives us the other Mana Tile, which is nice. Deathfire Crescendo. That's horrifying. That's so early. Oh no. Oh no, that's an 8-9. Oh wait, I can just kill it with these. Woo! Okay, we're fine. And I can play this as well, right? I have 5 mana, Chakri, Phoenix Fire, Saberspine Seal, that's 5. +1 from the Mana Tile gives me the Jade Monk. Organs Magus also pretty good. The artifact's gone already, so I don't really need to worry about that. You're going to go sit in the corner for a bit. Think about what you've done. But I don't want this. Up here is fine. Right, we need to not mess this up. And like accidentally kill something else, you know. So do that, and then we get to kill this and play this in an aggressive position. Where it also protects the Chakri a little bit. Alright, Widowmaker putting in the work. Let's go. Obviously, if we just egg morphed it, that would have also worked, but you know what? We played 4 cards that turn and then redrew most of them. So that's good. And it's 2 for 2 at the unit, right? Because they played the Healing Mystic and the Deathfire Crescendo. Again, not that that really matters in 2-draw. I'm always counting card advantage and it just never ends up mattering, which makes me sad. Oh, hello. Lots of Jaxies. And an Abyssal Crawler. Alright. But it's actually maybe low on resources that do anything. This is obviously going to die, but we can try and get value out of it first. I don't need both of these 5 drops. Oh, that's cute. I mean, I could try and save my Widowmaker by killing both of these, but I can't clear the 1/1 easily unless I spend a Rash's Curse on it, which is not really worth it. So what I think I'm going to do is like shoot this. Maybe this Twin Strike's good actually. We clear these, right? I don't have space in my hand for all these cards, but it doesn't massively matter. We get to hit them for a ton of damage here as well, and then play this random Kaido Assassin. And then redraw to full. In fact, as I mentioned, we waste one draw because we got the draw for the Twin Strike and the Widowmaker. But it really doesn't matter. Oh, and they're on 8 life, and I've got a Spiral next turn. I knew this card was worth picking. That pack, the Spiral Circle, been absolutely fantastic. I know the Circle didn't quite save me in game 1, but like they had a very strange draw that it would have saved me against a lot of things that they could have been doing. They just had normal cards. Like there's this thing that definitely happens in this format because the rarities aren't correlated with how often you get offered cards. Like they have custom weights. People will often have quite a few copies of high rarity cards, but like cards that are more situational or any particular card in general, you don't expect them to have that many copies. It's like unlikely that they'll have tons, right? So we've definitely had some games where our opponent has played like a constructed deck for 4 or 5 turns, and then we've just about weathered the storm, and then the rest of their hand is garbage because they played all their good cards already, and everything else is crap. And we've had games like that ourselves. I mean, if this hand looks pretty good at the moment, but we've definitely had games where it's like, oh god, replace this normal creature, which I definitely miss. I like playing. Oh god. This game's not over yet. Our opponent's playing like actual strong Deathwatch deck. But I think we're okay. Oh my god, the Darkfire as well. Down to the last card in hand. Oh, and that's a good spawn for a body block, but doesn't matter. Bonk. I feel like my opponent made a bit of a misplay there. They should have traded Sarlacc for the Widowmaker. But I don't know if they messed up and like realized halfway through and like, oh crap, I have to attack with Lilith or what, but I think that would have been, you lose one Shadow Dancer trigger, but you end up with more HP, which is the important thing, because I'm on loads at this point. Or you just play the Shadow Dancer somewhere slightly different. Like play it above the Sarlacc. Yeah, got to 3. Get our gauntlet ticket for next time. First opponent kicked our butt a little bit, so I'm not getting the 4-0, but that was a pretty good run. And much shorter than the last one. Don't have any packs. Someone asked me before if I could do pack openings at the end of... Oh no, I don't have any packs. I mean, I could just buy a pack. I have loads of gold. Let's open a pack for the end of the video. Why not? Make the people happy. What do we got? Oh, legendary. There we go. Worth it. Not that I have any real intention to play constructed. But if I did, hey, legendary. I swear this card is like... There's cards like this and Tremor. Oh, foil. Didn't realize. That's nice, actually. I like the moving prismatic sheen. That's really nice. Yeah, there's cards like this and Tremor that always seem like they could be just about good enough to do something, but like, it's just not worth the mana. Even the new Mana Burn, like, it's just... Even though it's 1 mana, it's not that good. It just doesn't do enough. Compared to other cards that are more effective. What have we got? Oh, a Sarlacc. How appropriate. I did used to be a big Sarlacc fan. I mean, I still am. I love sacrificing my own stuff in card games. It's one of my favorite playstyles, if not my actual favorite. I mean, I have a lot of things that I love doing in card games, and it varies from game to game. But killing my own things is like one of my favorite archetypes in Magic, certainly, and that applies. There are various different games have different approaches to it. Like Duelist's take on that deck is they printed a lot of cards for it over the course of Duelist 1, and eventually it became something that you could play, mostly through brute force with the introduction of the trial. But then also some of the Maeve decks that were more tempo decks, but did feature this kind of mechanic. There's never really been like a proper Aristocrats deck that's able to compete on its own merits. Which is a shame, because I like them. Very fun. Anyway, that will wrap up this video in a record time, I think. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.